I worked for Prudential for about 30 years, and I had a great career in information technology, but more important than information technology, what Prudential provided me was a foundation for community engagement. It's just been a lifestyle for me, and I enjoy giving back, but I'm thankful for them for making that introduction.
Wanda can do it all. I mean, I'll be honest, she can do it all. She can fundraise for money, she can market whatever it is you want. She will get her hands dirty, and she doesn't look like she likes to get dirty.
I have two daughters, Danielle and Erin. They're both young adults, so I'm an empty nester now. They both live in New York. I miss them a lot, but I'm so proud of them because they have a great career, and they were great kids growing up, and they're great young ladies now.
Wanda is a good realtor, and I can speak from personal experience because she sold my home. And most importantly, we're still friends.
As a realtor, I have the opportunity to walk them through the process. It's one of life's major purchases, and so you want to feel good about that when you do that, and I like walking them through that process.
In general, Volunteers in Medicine, I felt was like a no-brainer for her to be nominated for because she encompasses everything that I think Volunteers in Medicine stands for. So.
A lot of people don't know this, but I myself have a daughter that has a chronic illness, and so I've actually had to make professional decisions based on her health. So I'm fortunate enough, and my family's fortunate enough to have access to health care right now. I know millions of Americans don't have that, and so I think this is a tremendous service, not only just providing general care, but some of the specialty care that they provide here as well is just a tremendous thing.
She was actually awarded Volunteer of the Year from the First Coast YMCA.
I've been a volunteer at the Johnson Family YMCA for 10 years now. I was a former board chair and also a fundraising chair. But what I love about the YMCA is their focus on healthy living, and so I love being a part of that organization.
The position of First Lady at many universities is not defined. Every day is different, and so it's interesting too because I feel like it's drawing on every experience I've had throughout my life to bring me to this point.
It's been really exciting to see her get involved on campus. She's so passionate about the students and finding ways to connect with them. She's really involved all over the campus, and I think the students feel like they know her pretty well.
Full circle to see these students come to us, become so confident while they're with us, launch into the world, and the ones who stay in touch with us, it's just a joy.
My mom derives so much joy from helping people and supporting them in whatever they're going through in their lives. And I really think that's sort of a generational thing in our family.
Sharing what we have is a foundational cornerstone of our faith tradition. So it was how I was raised in my family. We did for others as we could, and the joy of giving is immeasurable. And whether that's volunteering with women re-entering the workforce who need clothing, or whether it's volunteering at Volunteers in Medicine so people have dignity and quality health care. There's such small things that I do, but it gives me so much great joy.
My mom has always inspired us to live a healthy lifestyle. We are a big sports family. We're always outdoors.
I couldn't be a member of the Cost family and not like sports. We love sports. Sports are the heart of what we do and enjoy doing together. We love to go to the beach and sit.
She is an absolute whiz with a sewing machine.
I made all of the gowns in my wedding except mine. Some of the most fun sewing I've done was Halloween costumes for the children. My granddaughter Alexandra likes to dress up in many of the Halloween costumes that her mom wore.
I work with Ascension St. Vincent's in Riverside. I'm a physician, I'm an educator. I have the privilege of being able to train family medicine residents. The organization that I work for is very mission-driven, very holistic, and we work really hard to train them to be socially responsible and to really go into their communities and make it a better place.
She has a great spirit about her, really positive, and every time I worked with her, she really worked to solve the issues.
Reach Out and Read is something that I'm very proud of. I was able to start that when I was a first-year resident 22 years ago. What we do is we give a brand new, age-appropriate, culturally sensitive book to children when they come to their well child visits. We know that children that participate in that have higher standardized test scores and go on to be better students.
She was one of the first female head of the medical staff at Ascension St. Vincent's.
I'm very proud of that. I'm proud to give service to our organization. Also, I really do think that representation matters. And so being a woman, being a Latina underrepresented in medicine, I think is very important for the residents I train or patients that I have to see, oh, it's Dr. Dominguez. She's just like me. And so if she can do that, I can do that as well.
I know that she's very engaged and passionate about her kids, really going to Orange Park High School, being involved in the sports programs there, volunteering.
I'm very blessed. I have my husband Gary, who teaches high school at Orange Park. I have two amazing children, my son Devin, and then my daughter Gabriella, she likes to be called Gabby. So my kids are involved in sports as well as community service and education, and so that's super important. We always say, the scholar comes before the athlete, but sports gives you so many life lessons. So I use a lot of analogies, a lot of sports analogies. But I think being a former athlete helps people to be part of a team. And it's important to know the times to step in and be a leader, but it's really important to learn how to be a follower as well, a good follower, and kind of lead from the middle or lead from the bottom up.
I'm the Vice President of Medicare Pharmacy Programs for Blue Cross. Seniors hold a special place in my heart. My mother is 97 years old. The needs that they have and how we can best serve the needs of the aging population just brings such joy and it's rewarding to me.
She's an amazing volunteer. In addition to all the work she does at our church with our women's ministry, she also does a lot of work with her sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and also the Links Incorporated, which is another organization that she's heavily involved in. I'm amazed at how she's able to maneuver between so many volunteer organizations, hold down a full-time job, and still have time to take care of me.
My husband is my college sweetheart. We celebrated 41 years of marriage on September 3rd of this year.
My wife is the youngest child of 8 kids, and so she grew up in a very large Christian household.
Neither of my parents had a high school education. However, they made sure that all 8 of their children got a college education. They would consistently tell us that the way out of poverty was by getting a good education. I might mention that my father was also a police officer, so that helped very much with the discipline. In the early 2000s, I volunteered actually with Volunteers in Medicine. My granddaughter was born with a very rare genetic disease. And I think about what we had to go through as a family navigating the healthcare system. But I could only think about the individual who did not have the resources, how they would be able to afford the bandages and all the other items. And so that makes Volunteers in Medicine really hold a special place in my heart, because I know that there are individuals in our community that would not be able to make it through any condition that they experience without the support of Volunteers in Medicine. I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter is a pharmacist like me. My youngest daughter is a minister and accountant like her dad. So I have 2 beautiful grandchildren, 1 son-in-law. We go on family vacations yearly, and we just have the best time of bonding. The love and the laughter and the fun we share is also very special to me. The kitchen is my happy place.
when she's in the kitchen, that's her spot, and she enjoys it. And let me tell you, so do I.
I have a really adorable 1-year-old lab named Rosie, and she loves to play ball. And so, after I get home from work, just kind of unwinding, throwing the ball with her.
One thing that I do, and I'm probably embarrassed to say this, is I watch reality television. It doesn't require a lot of focus. I can multitask and do other things, so that's what I do. I'm on my sofa, I relax, probably with a glass of wine and the television on.
One of the most unusual things that I've ever done that most people don't know unless I share it with them is that I did Dancing with the Stars here locally and came in second and didn't fall.
A lot of people don't know that I was a college cheerleader. That one stays undercover. Maybe not anymore.
So one thing that most people don't know about me is that I'm a genealogist enthusiast. I know that sounds pretty nerdy, but I've studied my family history back to the mid-1700s.
In 2010, I served on the State Board of Pharmacy as the chair of the Board of Pharmacy, and I was able to sign my daughter's pharmacy license as the chair of the Board of Pharmacy. So that holds a very special place in my heart.
Decadent delight. I'm not really even sure if you can call it decadent, but I love my friends. I like to travel, I like to spend time with good people, and I have a great network of friends, and they're all good people, and we know how to have a good time. Yeah.
If you asked my family, they would say ice cream. That's probably my go-to. And
I absolutely love potato chips, and I love chocolate candy. And the only thing better than potato chips and chocolate candy is putting the two together. So chocolate-covered potato chips is just to die for.
I can eat my weight in onion dip and potato chips. And I try not to do that too often.